Rainbow's End contacted me. So Rainbow's End is like a adventure park in Auckland, and they contacted me because they're opening like a new division, a new area that's sort of this interactive entertainment thing. So they asked if we wanted to go out and have a look at it, try it out, because I think it's just opened, and so we're heading out and we've actually got the whole place to ourselves for the whole time, so it's going to be pretty awesome actually. Check out and see what they're doing on the interactive entertainment side. I mean, the studio, we made a VR game that's used in a few VR arcades called Out of Ammo. So yeah, it'll be pretty exciting to see what Rainbow's End have been up to. So we're here at Rainbow's End. This is Dean and I'm Dean, and so that makes it easy. And we're going to try out Rainbow's End's awesome like Playlab.
Yeah. And new VR sets.
New VR sets. Try out a zombie game, which is hilarious. First up. That's so right. Not DayZ. Yeah,
not DayZ.
Not DayZ.
Not DayZ.
No, won't mention it.
No, won't mention that one.
Safety first. Safety first, Ding.
Safety first.
So what do you think, Dean?
It's pretty good, Dean. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me, Dean.
I liked winning.
Yep.
That was my highlight, was the winning. No, I think, what was your favourite?
I think the VR headset was pretty cool. I like what they've done with the place. The escape room was pretty sick as well.
The escape room was really good actually.
Yeah.
And I've done a few of the escape rooms.
Yeah.
I think the gun mounts for the wands were actually really awesome.
Yeah.
We don't have them at the studio. I feel like we should get them. That definitely made it. And it was super easy to put the headset on, which I quite
100%,
liked.
yeah. The movement as well, like the fact that it's mounted at the top was pretty cool as well.
Yeah, I liked the, which one was it? I liked the zombie one the best.
Yeah.
The zombie shooting one. Not so much the one that Ben beat me at.
Because he laughed.
No, I was winning for most of it as well. I think the record, the official video record should acknowledge that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's like Dead Space in VR essentially. With the guys that came up at us with like the chainsaws and stuff. That was
Their LAN setup was really good. Actually.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Played some Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah. Bring back
awesome.
some good memories. So.
Let's go to Queenstown. So we're now heading to the Lamborghini dealership, get some new plates on the Lambo, cooler number plate, so personalised plate. We've been driving around on the dealer plate, so I want to do that. I got pulled over on K Road with the previous plates, so getting some proper plates will be pretty good, I think.
So I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right. That it feels right.
We're in Queenstown now. Ben's turned up. I had yesterday to myself to chill. I had like no one around, so I got to do pretty much whatever the hell I wanted, and I just relaxed basically. Got all my ski gear sorted. So yeah, we're basically here so that me and Ben, who's controlling the camera right now, get to know each other, and we can tell the story and show everything that sort of goes on as we've been setting up the studio and creating a new product, and yeah, tell the story of everything that's happened with Rocketworks. So it's really, I guess, a team building sort of trip, as well as for me to prepare for my Antarctic ski touring trip at the end of the year, which is ski the last degree all the way to the South Pole. So pretty exciting time, and for a while I've actually wanted to make, and I've had a design for a mountaineering game, and yeah, so I've every time I go away, I kind of pick up little bits and pieces of ideas about what we do, and a lot of the game making process is about that. Certainly for me, looking for real world examples that you can use when you're making games, looking for interesting experiences that you can kind of, for want of a better word, gamify. So we're going to head to the gym now, get in a gym session. We've got our food to cook our own breakfast tomorrow to be good and healthy, so we can get up early and go to the ski field as well. And we're going to have to sort something for dinner, but I suspect it might be kind of difficult, given Queenstown is really busy right now. So I'm with my awesome instructor A.
Hello.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
I did, right? Yep. So we've been doing basic skills, making sure I'm okay as we go. And we've got on pretty well. And now Ben is going to get a bit of us hopping down the mountain, which will be pretty fun. And we don't have a camera strap, so we'll see if we still have the camera at the end of the day. But it's been pretty good, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How do you rate my skiing ability so far?
Very good.
Very good. So this is as good a place as any, because we're on the chairlift to talk about, well, I don't know, for me the game design process anyway. So I definitely like to design as little as possible, and I definitely have a belief that a great game is more about what you don't put in it than what you do. So when we've been designing, say for example, we've been really just saying what is the absolute decisions we have to make right now, so that we can leave a lot of the more difficult decisions till later on. And that's because sometimes you can back yourself into a corner with designing and making all the decisions up front, because a lot of your decisions and assumptions will be wrong. So you want to add some constraints, and if you look at Stationeers as a good example, we made a few key concessions early on. So we start by looking at the really difficult things. What are the hardest things in the game? We design those, we make those, and then we say, how fun is the game? Have we got a game loop? And then it becomes about finding the fun. So you find the fun, and once you've found that fun game loop, then it's a matter of following the fun all the way to the finished game. So yeah, at a weird place perhaps to talk about the game design process, but actually it was when I come to the Remarkables, which is where we are now, probably about 8 years ago, I started having a design for a mountaineering game, which we still haven't prototyped it once, but it didn't work out. And now it's a good example of following this process, looking at those difficult things for a start and running them up as a prototype and seeing how it goes. And if it doesn't work and the game's not fun, or you've got technical issues that don't seem to be easily overcome, then you've basically got to just kill the project. And we do a lot of that. So we try to, people say with even businesses, fail early, fail often. And definitely that's a process for us with making games. We run up the game and see how it is, and if it's no good, we kill the prototype. So from the outside, if you publicize those prototypes, it can seem pretty bad, but really that's just a normal part of the process. So we did like a brainstorming session with not long after the idea first came up, and we're pretty excited, and definitely there were no challenges that were really too scary for us. It's really about how it's all put together. So when we get back from this trip, actually is basically when we're going to start making the key prototype for Ben is off on his holiday at the moment, another Ben, not this Ben, and when he gets back and the additional programmers join, we start knocking up the prototype. So it's cool to think about it while we're here skiing. So we finished our skiing day, went pretty well. Had the instructor, so there was a lot of brushing up because I think it's been a year and a half since I've been to the ski field. Obviously for the polar training, so I've done the polar training at Mount Cook before, and you're towing a sled, so it's very different. You're using touring skis. These are touring boots, my new boots, but these are sort of a mixture. So it'll be good for New Zealand, but they'll be no good for Antarctica. Yeah, so it's been going pretty well. Like getting confidence up on the skis is a big part of making it work better, and just being more confident with the sled and being more confident in general with the touring. So yeah, it went pretty well. I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to sort of consolidate things a bit, but I'm not going to use an instructor. Tonight I think me and Ben are going to strategize more on our social media stuff and do some actual work. So you know, we've done the skiing, the fun bit, now we get to do the planning and put stuff together. Oh, come on. Fuck. I'm just gonna ram them. I feel like this car would go over top of the Ford Focus. Who even drives a Ford Focus in Queenstown? Like, what the fuck?